Good evening. Dr. Helena Fontes here to talk to you about mindfulness. Mindfulness is a technique that is practiced to help you to reach a sense of peace and a sense of calm. There are two specific ways in which to practice this technique that I'd like to speak with you about today. With all of the civil unrest that is taking place, with all of the police shootings, the senseless killing of our Black men that is happening every single solitary day, it seems, we need to figure out a way to self-soothe, a way to bring comfort, and a way to bring down our levels of stress. For many of us who work as clinicians and practitioners, we provide this skill set and we teach it to our clients every single week. But when do we practice these techniques on ourselves? There are two different ways that you can practice mindfulness. And by the way, mindfulness means being in the present right now. Oftentimes we know that when we're inundated with grief and challenges around crime that is occurring in our area and trying to remain solution focused, we're inundated with ideas and thoughts and trying to figure out ways in which to help the society that is so impacted by crime. And so we need to step away for a moment. And mindfulness meditation allows for us to do just that. So let's think for a moment. There are two ways in which you can apply this technique. You can walk or you can sit. Now, walking is great for this time, this season that we're in, because many of us, as we're in the pandemic, we are living very sedentary lifestyles. And as we are living these sedentary lifestyles, we are packing on some pounds. So you can use this mindfulness technique as you walk. Walk in greenery, I would recommend, in a park, down Lincoln Drive or Kelly Drive, since I'm here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, but there are many parks and many walking trails for you to choose from. But let's take, for instance, this walking technique utilizing mindfulness. You can walk, you can take a brisk walk, walking, rapidly, fast, or you can take slow walks. Now, while you're walking, I'd like for you to recognize your breathing as you are walking. Be very conscientious about how you're breathing. Monitor your breathing as you are present in the now. Think about your breaths. Also, I'd like for you to add to this mindfulness meditation practice counting. Counting is an excellent way to keep you in the present. What does that mean? What does that look like? You're walking. Perhaps you're walking slowly. And you're breathing. You're breathing slowly. And then your counting will match your breath. So let's look at that. 1, 2, 3. Then you go back to 1. 1, 2, 3. You're going to feel the breath. You're regulating, you're mindful of each breath you take, and you're keeping focused on the breath and the count, because that keeps you in the here and the now. Not focused on the news, not focused on the recent shooting, not focused on how many things you have to do in the course of this day, and if you've done them yet, and adding more things to your to-do list. We know that's what we do, many of us. But for this technique, it's important for you to be focused on the here and the now. So you could be sitting and you would apply the same technique. So now you're not walking. Your walking steps are not matching your breathing steps or your breathing, technique or process or speed. No, you're sitting. But in the sitting, you can still practice the counting. And in the sitting, you can still be focused on the breathing. And so again, this mindfulness, this idea of staying present, staying in the here and the now is important. Because sometimes we become inundated with information and intrusive thoughts come our way. And we can regulate those thoughts. We do have the power. And so we have to say to ourselves, I'm going to be focused on my counting. I'm going to be focused and aware of my breathing. And that is the only thing that I'm going to focus on right now. So, sitting, I want you to breathe in through your nostrils and exhale through your mouth. And you're going to count. 1, 2, 3. See, there's no way any intrusive thoughts can come in and interfere with the count. There's no way the intrusive thoughts can come in and interfere with the breaths. So I want to urge you, brothers and sisters, take time to be present in the here and the now. Not in what happened over the weekend, not what happened last night, not what you have to do, because self-care is so important. You're all doing wonderful jobs. You are productive members of society, and you have got it going on. We know that. And so busy people got more things on their mind, focusing on what else they have to do. But I want to invite you for 5 minutes a day. Don't do anything but be present in the here and the now and breathe. The mind you save will be your own. So remember, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind and the healing of your soul.